Hello everyone, welcome to episode 12 in the home renovation series. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, be sure that you go back and watch the previous 11 episodes. That way you can get caught up to where we are now. This house has come a very long ways in the last 2.5 months of renovating it. For today's episode, we've got a lot of different little projects that we're going to be working on. One of the bigger projects that we're going to work on is these front doors. And I know that you guys are just as excited as me to see these front doors that get a makeover. So for these front doors, we were going to just buy a brand new door package. But as you can see, this is a very large door package because it's got the large windows on either side. So we probably would have had to get something custom, which was gonna run us a couple of $1,000s, and that just was not in the budget right now. So then I was just gonna leave the glass and just buy 2 new doors for here, but that was still gonna run us about $1,200. So we ultimately thought, you know, we've got so many other things that we could spend at $1,200 on. These doors are perfectly good. These are original to the house. They're very heavy wood doors. I do have new black hinges for the door, and we are getting new black handles for the door, but I'm not sure when the black handles are coming in the mail because they're kind of on back order a little bit. It might be a while until they get here. So anyways, we're gonna get straight into taking these doors off and giving them a little makeover. Are we gonna be able to sand this out of the bottom here? It's kind of beat up here on the bottom. I mean, it's pretty cracked down there.
No. You ain't sanding that out. That's just the finish of the door.
So we ran into a little bit of a problem. The outside of these doors has, what did you call it?
It's just a laminate finish or some kind of finish, like
some kind of, yeah, I don't know what, but it's basically peeling off on the bottom, so we would have to take it off the whole door. It's not coming off on the inside of the door, so we could just sand this and be good, but it is peeling off the bottom of this outside, so we have to take it all off. Why don't I just run to the hardware store and get, if we're gonna do this, get what we're gonna need, if you think it's even worth it. Are they actually gonna sell that at that little store?
probably just ask me for a,
and then
like
you want
a razor blade paint scraper, and you need to get a tape measure and measure the. They need to be Velcro though. I don't know if I don't even know if they're gonna have them, honestly.
I saw them there last time I was there.
Okay, and you need to get some really rough ones, like, and some fine ones.
Maybe I'll just call you when I get there.
It'll be 5-inch.
5 inches?
Yep.
Okay. This is how much Jalen got done while I was gone. He got the hardware off of the store, and this like razor blade thing that I got at the hardware store is working really good. Okay, so I think this is going to be the color that's going to go on the whole outside of the house. This is Fawn Brindle by Sherwin-Williams, and I actually already had this sample on hand because I bought it when I bought the Agreeable Gray, because people say that this is a really good accent color for Agreeable Gray. It's like a medium gray color that kind of has some tan undertones. I think it's going to look really good on this house and help to go with the look that we're going for out here. And this is what the front landscape currently looks like. It looks awful. I am very excited to do some beautiful landscape out here. I want to do some cactuses and some really tall bushes and just a nice wide variety of stuff out here. We've got a lot of work to do out here, but the first step is going to be to paint the house, do all of that, and then I can come in here and till all of this up, do some beautiful landscaping. We've got a ton of these aloe vera plants in front of the house, but these are an aloe vera plant that I've never seen before. They actually have these flowers growing on the top of them. Once the whole house is painted that fawn brindle color, we're going to do black accents like black lights, different things like that. I really love this light. I'll be keeping this one. And then we're also going to do some light wood accents as well. Okay, this door is looking awesome. We got basically everything off of it. Should have tapped the other end. Come find them. Jalen's working on the second door. This one is way harder to scrape off than the first one was. And I'm over here about to stain the other side of this door. I'll show you what the other side looks like once I finish this. It's not quite turning out the color that we wanted it to, but it still looks good. It'll be fine. Cosmas Hardware sent us over a few more of these black hinges to put on our doors. So Jalen's getting these drilled in before we hang up the door. We got one door hung up over there, and now I'm just finishing the last side of this door, and then we will be all done. We can get this one hung up. They definitely got way darker than we thought they were going to. Getting ready to hang up the last door, putting these black hinges on here. Okay, so the front doors are done. I still have to put a sealer on top of here, but we just wanted them to completely dry first because I put a lot of stain on here. They are dry now, so I'll have to put the sealer on here either today or tomorrow. We still have to put the old hardware back on the front. Like I said, I'm going to be putting black handles on both of the doors, but I don't know when they're going to be coming in the mail. They're kind of taking a long time. So we'll just put the old ones back on there for now. We did put on the black hinges on this door, which looks a lot better. So let's talk about the color of the door. We kind of regret staining these doors. We wish that we would have just painted them, because as you guys can see, the color did not turn out how we wanted it to. We were hoping that the color would come out the same as our beams did, but stain can be very tricky to work with. It'll look completely different on different types of wood, which is what I've learned during this renovation process. We had sanded the doors down to like the white wood, as you guys saw, but then when I put the special walnut stain on top of there, it pulled out a lot of red undertones from the wood, even though it was like white sanded. So it's obviously just the type of wood that these front doors are made out of, that it just has a red undertone to it. So I put 2 coats of the special walnut, hoping to cover up the redness in the door. That didn't really work, so I topped it all off with a really heavy coat of dark walnut stain, and it turned it like this almost black color, but you can still see the red tones shining through in the wood, which is kind of disappointing considering how much work we put into these doors. Like, we worked on these doors all day long. It was kind of one of those projects where you didn't really know how it was going to turn out, but it was at least worth a try. At least the doors look better than they did before. I'll do a little before and after shot here so that you guys can see. At least they sort of blend into the room a little bit better. They're not such an eyesore. But like I had said earlier, we are just trying to make these work for now, because when you're doing a home renovation and you've got a budget, you have to prioritize what you want to spend your big chunks of money on. So like I had said, even just to replace these 2 slab doors, it would be over $1,000, which is what it would cost to put in some French doors back here along this back wall in the living room. I would rather replace these sliding doors with French doors than to buy all new front doors, because these front doors are in perfectly good shape. They're really heavy duty wood. They look fine, but these sliding doors are super old and they're starting to break, so they are going to need to be replaced soon. So it was kind of like, which one do we want more? And we decided we would rather have the black French doors for back here to replace the sliding doors than to go and buy new front doors when we could just try and make these work. The outside turned a little bit of a different color. They look very rustic on the outside, like this wood has got a lot of knots in it and stuff, which is really neat, but they just aren't quite the color that we were going for, so maybe we'll paint them eventually. So I want you guys to let me know down below, should we just leave them like this, put on those black handles, and just leave them until we want to buy new slab doors? Or should we take them down and paint them? Do they look that bad? I honestly think that they look good enough to just leave up until we can buy new doors. But you guys let me know what you think down below. So while I'm asking for you guys' opinion, right beside the front doors, we have these sliding doors, which our plan from the beginning was to remove these sliding doors and just turn this into one big window. We wanted to eliminate at least one of the doors because this room has got so many doors. 2 sliding doors back there that go out to the back porch, sliding doors over there to the left that go out to the sunroom, and then the sliding doors here, and then the front door. So just a ton of doors in this room. We wanted to eliminate at least one and turn this one into a window, but we can't decide if we should just put the black French doors here or go to all the trouble of having the contractor come and make this into a window. The next project that I need to work on is these 2 windows and the white trim around them. I need to scrape the paint off of these windows, clean them, and then I need to paint all of this white trim that's around the windows and around the doors, because it is not the same color white as all of the other trim. Before I can paint the trim in the doors, I have to find the bucket that has the trim and door paint in it. I'm pretty sure that this is it right here. Yep, this is the semi-gloss white interior paint, and of course it's the bucket that is the fullest. I got a bunch of the paint and texture scraped off of this window. When they did the texture, I thought that they had covered up these windows, but some texture had gotten splattered up here that I had to scrape off. And there's still like old paint and stuff around the very edges, but I just stopped scraping because I thought, you know what, I'm getting ready to tape this and paint this inside trim, and so I'm probably going to end up getting a little bit of paint on the glass anyway. So I'll just paint, and then I will go back and scrape the edges with the razor blade, and then I will go in and clean these windows. Then after I get this paint in, my husband is going to put some small trim right here to cover this up. Okay, so I just got all of the white painting done. It looks so much better to have it nice, white, and bright to pop off of these dark doors. Now, next step is to put the old handles back on this door, wash these windows, and then we will be all done for now until the new door handles come in the mail. But it looks way better to have all of this white here now. Okay, we're installing the last of the door handles. Like I had said previously, these are the QuickSet Halifax square lever handles. I'll put a link for them down below. Okay, so for this little island that sticks out here in the middle of the kitchen, right now it's just all smooth and flat, and I want to get all of this painted white like the cabinets. But before I do that, we wanted to give it a little bit more character, kind of beef it up a little bit more, so we got some wood and we are going to add wood around the edges and the middle. You guys will see what we're doing here once we get started. The first thing we did was to pull off this little piece of wood right here, and now my husband has to sand off a little bit of the wood that's sticking out down there just so that the wood can sit flush on here. So we're gonna have a board coming down on this side, that side, the top, the bottom, and then one coming up the middle. This room is kind of where we've been storing all of our wood and trim, and it's just kind of gotten a little crazy in here. We should have enough. What are those little, oh, the little short ones are for the middle pieces. Okay, so here's how this turned out. I think that it turned out so good. It gives the cabinet such an upgraded look. I knew I wanted to do something to the side and front of these cabinets, and I got this idea off of Pinterest. I thought it was perfect because this mimics the same design that's on the doors of all the cabinets. It was very simple. We just got these little boards at Lowe's, cut them to size, and just made this design. And we are going to be continuing with this design on the front of this island, but for some reason we didn't buy enough wood. We thought that we did, but apparently we didn't. And we did this side over here as well. I just can't get over how good it looks. I cannot wait to see it all painted white. Just got a very exciting package in the mail from Target. I'm gonna put this thing together and then show you guys what it is. Okay, so here is what I just put together. This is a bar stool that I ordered from Target. There's so many different kinds of this style of bar stool, but I found these on Target. They had full 5-star reviews. They looked really sturdy. I liked the size and the color. So I went ahead and ordered it to give it a try. I knew that I wanted to do this type of saddle seat bar stool, and this will all be white with that like design on it. So I feel like these are really gonna pop up against the white. I was worried that these weren't gonna be very sturdy for the kids, but it is very sturdy. I just sat in it and it is so comfy. They have one that's stained like a dark walnut, so it will pull out this really dark color in the flooring. I think this just really clashes up against the flooring. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think I'm gonna get the darker one to try, and then I'll have both of them here. Whichever one I like best, I will keep, and then the one that I don't like, I will return. It's just super comfy, and it's the perfect size because I think that I'm gonna be able to fit 3 of them perfectly right here. Okay, so this 6-piece outdoor sectional was sent over to us by Best Choice Products. We are really loving having this thing out here. I love that the coffee table has hidden storage inside of it. It also comes with a weather cover and clips to protect it from the weather. Love the design and the wicker. It's really comfortable. I'll put the link for it down below. They've got a lot of other patio and porch furniture over on their website if you're looking for some of that. They also gave me a coupon code for you guys, so go and check out their website with the link down below and also take advantage of that coupon code. Okay, so that is going to be it for episode 12 in the home renovation series. I hope that you guys enjoy getting to see us tackle a couple of projects, and we're hoping to start painting the outside of this house soon. If I can ever make my mind up on the color of the house. I thought that I decided on that color that I showed you earlier in the video, but then we painted it on a spot on the back of the house and we both really didn't like it anymore. So now I guess I gotta go get more paint samples, and yeah, I feel like the paint color that you pick for the outside of the house is kind of more of a big deal than the color for the inside, because it is gonna be a huge job to paint the outside of this house, this porch and everything. I'll figure out the color eventually, so just stay tuned. In the next episode, we might be laying some tile in the laundry room, so stay tuned for that. And hopefully we'll also be starting to prep the outside of this house for paint. This Saturday's video is going to be a cleaning, organizing, unpacking type of a video, so stay tuned for that if you need some motivation. It's been a little while since I filmed a cleaning video, so I'm excited to do that for you guys. So stay tuned and I will see you in that next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.